This is picking up. This is Aviva, not Nako, also known as Reverend Abby Joe, which is also known as Abby Joe Vitsky, Abby Joe 58. Google me. Ask Google about me. I talk to Google all the time with text. It's fun. Gemini. I have to be firm with it and be very specific, but it helps me focus and maybe it tells me something. That's what's left of my lunch. It's the best brownie I've ever had. I don't know what was in it, but they knew exactly what I wanted. Bottle of water. Finally got me to eat the Spam sushi, which I avoided for 8 days in Guam. I didn't know what it was and I was hungry. It looked like rice and it was Spam, but I ate it anyway. This is a good source of potassium, which Edgar Casey said is, we don't get enough of it, but I don't know if you eat processed meat, which I don't. Unless you sneak it in the sushi. It's a nice day out here. Bananas, coconut milk. I don't recommend preserved anything, but if you look at the preservative list, it might have potassium in it. Was it a constipation remedy I got in South Africa has potassium in it. So anyway, the only supplements I use now are magnesium and potassium. I'm taking a little walk over here because, for one thing, I'm blessed that my prayer to restore my legs worked and I can now walk. Because from midnight until now, I couldn't, even though I had took my Cinnamon, and it hasn't been working very well. So this is my last few hours in Dededo, Guam. I'm at the airport here. I've been to 8 countries in 5 months. I left Haifa, Israel on the 22nd of February, right before the war started. I'm not coming back until they stop fighting with their neighbors and all get along. MOU or no MOU? Right now it's MOM, Memo of Misunderstanding, if you ask me. Nobody asked me though. Anyway, it's nice out here. It reminds me of the Honolulu I remember when I went to Punahou. I don't know what that is. Let's take a closer look. Some creature. Granted, I cannot see what I'm doing because I'm doing it in the direct sun and I have Parkinson, but so far I've become quite the world traveler. It's a matter of attitude, you know. You can't just accept what the men in white coats tell you or what Google tells you or what anyone tells you. It's up to you to heal your body. Do you love your body regardless of what it does to you? Because it's only telling you about your own thoughts. And your body's like a printout of your thoughts, especially those thoughts that are energized by what people call emotion. I spell that with a hyphen, E. Motion is a made-up word. There's no such thing. You have neural endings. You have neurons. You have hard wires like a computer has, chips. And they are programmed by your thoughts. So if you don't like your body, change your thoughts. If you don't like your neighbor, change your thoughts. Change your attitude. Don't blame. Don't look for someone to blame. Take responsibility for yourself. Be an adult. Grow up. Who said that? Joan Rivers. Rest in peace. And I fully concur. Grow up. Why don't you just grow up? Because people don't want to grow up, do they? They want to be eternal children. Have mommy and daddy take care of them. Well, you know what? Government will happily do that for you, but at the price of your freedom. You want to give that up? Are you willing to give that up? If so, I'm sure they've got some for you to click on. So that's the scene. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Did not explore because until now I could walk, but I prayed over it and here I am. Ineni, that would be the Guam coastline. It looks like a clear blue sky. It's that time, 1:30. I haven't got much sleep lately. I just had the coffee. No, I didn't. She didn't have anything with soy. I had coffee at the hotel. I've been trying to cut back on it because in my humble opinion, the Cinnamon, which is a carbidopa levodopa cocktail in a pill that they prescribed in Israel from Kapat Cholim for 5 or 6 years that I was there. I think it makes whatever I have worse. I didn't have a Parkinson's diagnosis before I went back to Israel at the age of 50, not 50, 62 I was. Did I leave anything there? I hope not. Water. Did my water disappear? I think it did. Or am I hallucinating? No, someone swiped my water. I left my water there. Got everything else. Somebody took my water. Oh well. So they were thirstier than me. So, yeah, there was a bench there in the wrong place. Let's see how we jump to conclusions if we can't walk. We hop with our brains from there, my stuff is there, see. I've never been to this airport before. I doubt I'll be back to this place. I might go check out the North Marinera Islands, which is also U.S. territory. And point being, they've got U.S. banks, and they'll recognize my ID and validate it 6 ways from Sunday when I figure out how to get whatever they want. Here we go. Nobody took anything. See? I gotta just confront myself. All right, so there's a security guard watching my stuff, which is situated in the disabled special services area, and there's nobody here. I got here, there was literally nobody here. It wasn't any passengers or anybody in the airport, and I think it's not that early. I mean, it's not. What time did I get here? I checked out of the hotel before. It was noon checkout, yes, and then it was not quite Uber, whatever they call it here. Silly. Something with it I couldn't hear, so I don't know what it's called. But it's not called Uber, but it's not. This is taxi service. It's locals who like to drive and are responsible with cars that work. And if my leg didn't shake, which is not shaking now at all, see? There's no tremor. I had no sleep, or I couldn't stop the tremor from about midnight until, well, an hour ago, because these pills, the cinnamon that Kabat Kolim has been prescribing in that little pill box. I'm trying now to find the fire to go with that cigarette, and I've got lighters, but I never seem to find one. Let's see. Be patient with me. Yeah, I think they're just opening up their baggage check-in right now. I've got 2 bags to check, and someday I'll be more like Wayne from Perth, who can do it with a backpack. I doubt I'll ever be that mitzumtzam, but condensed, however. Oh, here, no, still not. Oh, there we have some fire. I'll put the fire on in the same place. I try to do yoga whenever I can, meaning if there's a surface that I'll lay down on, and if I can move my body, I force myself up and down stairs. It's not always easy. In fact, it's quite difficult, challenging, but life is good for a challenge, isn't it? What else are you going to do? How else do you learn anything? You fall down, you just get up, you dance. These things are living plants, and all over wherever I've been so far in Guam, which is not very far, not within, let's say, 2 square miles, until I got this guy to take me to the shops and then to the airport today. So we got here, it must have been like 12:30. Yeah, we got here at 12:30, now it's 1:30. And there was nobody here. Nobody, not anyone. There's not a soul in here. And the guy said, he's 22 years old. His name is, I wrote it down, Jabez, Jabez, if I'm not mistaken. He says it's in from Corinthians. I gotta look that up. Oh, now the tremor's starting again. Someone didn't like me saying that. See if I stop that tremor. Sometimes well, see, then I can see the problem here. I can't control that, and I have to get back to the security guard, who's like, I don't know, all the way down the hall, but let's see, because I don't remember when I took the last pill. It was at, oh, it's on the timer. The timer is on the same device I'm using to record this, so how shall we do that? We'll remember it then. 11, I took it. The 12 one. Yeah, I could take another one. So what I'll do is I got this new pill chopper in Guam. Then chucked the one from Israel, which was blue. Same idea, except this one's bulkier. I'm not used to it yet, so I keep spilling them. I cut them in half, and then I cut the halves in half. So I've got doses of 50 milligram. I do that because if it's a bigger dose, I go to barf up whatever I ate. It's not very pleasant, but I did it about 100 times, and that's how 70 pounds came off, but so far they've stayed off, which is helpful for my heart. However, my blood pressure is too high. I wasn't aware of that until I saw a doctor in South Africa a short while ago in Joburg. A very, very kind man. $40, walk-in clinic, no appointment, near the airport. Highly recommend it. I can dig up his name if you want to email me. Yeah, so they're probably just opening up their kupot, their little stations right now. I think in all these various languages. I study 17 or 18 languages now on Duolingo. I do when I'm bored. But I find it's quite useful when I'm traveling with Parkinson's, which is an alleged mobility disorder. It's not. It's a mobility challenge. Life is full of challenges. Grow up. There's somebody on the roof there. What's that? My imagination. What's that? I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be sitting in the sun with people serving me, and blessed to be able to receive and pay them for their services at a reasonable price. Because until a year ago, I didn't know I could do that. Because I didn't have the money in my bank account. I didn't know how to get it. But I did have a seed, and I didn't know it was a seed because I didn't know how to plant it. This fellow called Felix Preen, who's a dog lover and has somehow convinced his dog, Golden Labrador Retriever, I forget the name, Winston. Yeah, I like cigarettes. Like Winston Churchill, I presume. Born in Germany, apologizes for German ancestry for some reason. I wouldn't. I mean, so what? You were born there. I mean, is that your choice? I don't know. Who knows? And bred apparently in London from an early age, and I guess he's in his early 40s. And I like dogs too. But I followed him for maybe about a year right now. I started with 20,000 saved over a 5-year period, which is sitting in Peak Credit Union in Oregon. Is still, well, it's not there now. It hasn't been for a year because I slowly moved it over to an investment profile, whatever, portfolio. I started with Schwab and they closed the account for no given reason to me. And then I transferred it to IBKR, which has taken me a while to try to figure out how to use their web apps on. I need a bigger tablet. I've got this little phone thing. I can't see what I'm doing. And I can't quite use it. It's too small for my Parkinson's. I need bigger everything. I need to program the touch sensor because it's not programmed to sensitivity that I need. It's not patient enough with me. I need more time, not more fast. I need more slow. So if you're a programmer, hint hint, then, well, not saying you are, engineer of computer programming, whatever they call it, software engineering, then please do that, because the touch screens on the standard smartphones are too stupid to accommodate people with Parkinson's whose hand shakes, and it's not predictable, and it's not under my control, and I can't calm down to order me to do so because it's not going to work. Well, it says designated smoke area here, but there it says no smoking. How confusing is that? Make up your mind. I don't remember what that warning was about. We were not to do something or other. Just exercise common sense, people. Can't ask Google for that. Okay, I'm shaking too much, so I'm going to figure out what to do about it.